So, y'all, we talking about imagery today, and so I'm gonna ask y'all this question straight up because I asked my first period this as well. This one, I just want to see what y'all would say when I ask y'all this question because again, I asked my first period this. When you see the word imagery, what are some words that come to mind? Raise your hand and tell me what are some words that come to mind, Lamaya?
I think it describes emotion.
Okay, you think emotions, Caleb? What you think? Describes the picture. What we thinking, Macario?
Those 5 senses.
5 senses. Oh, y'all. Okay, 5 senses pictures. All right. I feel like we talked briefly about imagery. Have we? Or have we not?
We haven't. We
We haven't talked. We haven't really said. I don't think we've done much on it. So, I'm gonna start. Let me get my PowerPoint. Let me get my little Minnie Mouse over here. All right, so I already asked y'all that question. When you see the word imagery, what word do you think of? Y'all see people think of, I see Lamaya said like emotions. Kaylee, she said describing a picture. Macario said 5 senses. He probably used like the context clues of, you know, what he saw in his the little note taking guide that I gave y'all to take. You will need a pencil today because you will be taking notes as well on that note taking guide. Yes, Ella. Don't forget you. Oh, Lord, Ella. I am so sorry. You won't need your journal today. You will only need, I got you if you need a pencil. You will only need that note-taking guide. Now, we got our I can statement today. Our I can statement for today is, I can understand the concept of imagery. And what that means is I can understand the basics of imagery. I know what imagery is, and if somebody was to ask me, for example, if somebody was to ask Macario, what is imagery? Who else needed a pencil? If somebody was to ask Macario, what is imagery? Macario should be able to tell what exactly imagery is. After today, you need a pencil for her? All right. So, our standard, I just have it standard up here in the PowerPoint, you know, it's just and I have it up there on my board to analyze how visual and multimedia elements contribute to the meaning and tone or beauty of the text. And so what's the current text that we're reading right now? The current novel or text that we're reading? Blood Not Letty. Good job, y'all. So we got, what is imagery? So, I only want y'all to write down the first part of it, because that's the most important part that you need. But imagery is a literary device that helps paint a picture in the reader's mind. It's how we imagine a scenario in a story, and it uses our 5 senses. Yes, sir. You need a pencil? Well, y'all write that down, because if you look at your note-taking guide where it says imagery, that is where you're going to be putting that slide right there. What it says on that slide. So what is imagery? Again, it is it's a literary device that helps paint a picture. Literary meaning, you know, literature. Literature is usually books. The current book that we're reading is what?
So like, you're talking about being literal, so that's pretty much just saying something you really mean.
Well, no, not quite. Literary is like literature. You know what literature is, right?
Oh yeah.
Like when you're just like reading something. It's a piece of literature, a book, a poem, a graphic novel. Y'all do literature every day, whether you know it or not. So y'all write that down right quick. Give me a thumbs up just that first one, and give me a thumbs up when you're ready to move on. No, we're just gonna write the part where it says it's a literary device that helps paint the picture in the reader's mind. It helps paint the picture in the reader's mind. And you know, we're gonna move on a little bit. If you need a copy from a friend, you may. All right, if you need a copy from a friend, you may. So, imagery can be found in poetry, short stories, novels. There's a couple of other things to be found in, but these are the main 3 things we're gonna focus on. Usually, it's poetry, short stories, and novels. And I got some examples. I don't know, I got a random picture of a poet up there. I have a whole novel up there. I should have put Bud Not Buddy up there because that's the novel that we're currently reading. And I have a little poem up there, or my bad, a little short story about the cows and the lions. And we'll probably look at that tomorrow, but we're not gonna look at that today. So, did y'all get that, veterans? Yes, Tristan. Yes, imagery can be, let me go back a slide, I probably went a little too fast. Imagery can be found in poetry, short stories, and novels. Those are three things you're gonna write. Right there where it says imagery can be found in short stories, poetry, and novels. Thumbs up when you're done with that. Okay, bro. Sometimes there. Is there a piece of bread too? We'll come back to that. Alright, moving on. Figure of language and imagery. So, a lot of times in imagery, we use a